Hi everybody, Sepia Kirkbride here of Green Real Estate Investing News. And I'm continuing today from last week's video where we were talking about some of the benefits of using green strategies for your pocketbook. And specifically today we're talking about free money that's available towards a green rehab on your property in order to lower your costs and get maximum performance out of your investment. But first, I really wanted to let you know that I'm super excited about going into our last 2 days before we launch our green real estate investing course called the Sepia System. And for these last few days, we've also decided to offer a really special discounted rate of 50% off at only $397 or $649 for Package C, which includes 30 days of unlimited consulting with Jim Simcoe. So you can imagine how valuable that is, as well as a bonus set of audio CDs of the course. So naturally, since Jim Simcoe's time is limited, so is the number of those packages available. And so we'll only be offering this price for a really short time if you pre-order before the official launch date by 10 a.m. Hawaii time this Saturday, October 30th. So last week, I talked about the quantitative and qualitative effects and benefits that you'll find by doing a green rehab as opposed to a traditional rehab, including the increased appraisal value that we talked about and increased rental revenue as well as some other things. So knowing how to do all of this is especially important, of course, for investors, but these strategies can also be used by any homeowner who wants to make their property higher performance. So by the way, Jim Simcoe, our green consultant who teaches the Sepia system, has found that 90% of his green retrofit projects in the last 12 months specifically received rental premiums between $50 and $100 per month of extra income, regardless of where the project was in the US, since his consulting really takes him all over the country. But now I also want to get into the lesser known and really interesting part that investors always want to know about the most, and that is free money for your green retrofit. So this is really found through rebates, incentives, tax credits, grants, and stimulus funds. Incentives can be broken down largely at the level of federal, state, county, city, and even sometimes neighborhood and street level, depending on where you're living. So Jim's consulting company goes through about 20 different sources of rebates that he uses to find free money when he consults with clients. And we talk about this in more detail as well in the Sepia system. But as I said, these are available for you to look into down to a level as local as your own neighborhood sometimes. So the first way that we recommend that you can start to do that is by calling your utility company and find out what local incentives they can tell you about. Another way to find out more is to call your mayor's office and the city manager's office and find out what incentives are available specifically for a green project. So you'll look at what variances you can get, if they're expedited, plan check times, and be sure to also find out if you can get any fees waived. Tell them that it's a green project and that you're excited to be doing it in their city. And of course, since typically you're talking to the office of an elected official, both the mayor and the city manager, and really what they want is to get reelected. So we'll want to show them how this project will really directly benefit them because it is a green project. And so we'll just want to ask for their support. So that's how you'll want to begin to find out about your local city incentives. And like I said, there are really a lot of different sources that we teach you more in depth about how to access in the Sepia system. But these are really the first ways for you to start to look into what's available in your area. So to share with you, for instance, one example so that you can get a feeling for what's out there, there was a wonderful grant that was available last year for real estate owners of multifamily units in Jim Simcoe's area in Southern California. So if you owned a property with 4 or more units, you could get up to $25,000 to completely redo your irrigation system, including weather sensors, high-efficiency sprinkler heads, and so forth. And by doing this, you would be saving up to 50 to 70% off of water usage because most of the water usage in Southern California is in the irrigation. So this would allow you to save a substantial amount of money, and the city gives away that money to allow you to do this. So that's really cool. So another example is in Detroit, Michigan. An example of stimulus funding is there was $3.3 million in stimulus money that was spent to beautify the streetscape on a specific cross street That was the lower Woodward cross streets in Detroit, Michigan. So as an investor, if you're looking at, let's say, 5 properties in that market, and you find a property that's right near that will go up in value simply because of the stimulus money being spent there, that's going to be great information for you to have so that you can make the most intelligent investment choice. And like I said, there's really a large number of other programs that are available for you to take advantage of to help you subsidize those repair costs and rehab costs on the property you have. For instance, believe it or not, there are 27 financial incentives for energy efficiency in the state of Michigan alone. So that's a little window into free money for green retrofit projects that's available to you, and that's probably enough for you to digest for now. So until next week, have a really great day, and don't forget there's still 2 days to pre-order the Sepia system at 50% off. And so to find out more about the only comprehensive green real estate course that's available, which is taught by the country's leading green real estate investing consultant, that's Jim Simcoe. You can't beat that. Go to the address here on your screen. That's www.sepiasystem.com to get 50% off before this Saturday, October 30th at 10 a.m. Hawaii time, which is 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great day. Aloha.